Hi children, today we will discuss formulas and rules and exercise 12.4. Okay, and we know that rules and formulas in mathematics are written in general form using algebraic expressions, and we studied many formulas for finding perimeter of a figure, area of a figure. Okay, just recall it one more time. Formula and rules using algebraic expressions. Okay, there are so many formulas which are made using algebraic expressions. Now look at the perimeter formulas. Perimeter of an equilateral triangle, you know that perimeter means what? Sum of the length of all the sides. If you are finding that everything, it will take some time. So if you know the formula, you can directly write the answer by using the formula. So what is the formula for finding perimeter of an equilateral triangle? You can write as 3L, and where L is the length of the side of the equilateral triangle, and that L is a variable. Okay, we know that expressions that contain constants and variables are called algebraic expressions. Okay, so we are writing the general form, general rule by using this algebraic expressions. Okay, so what is the formula for finding perimeter of an equilateral triangle? 3L. You know that L is the side length of the side of an equilateral triangle. Like the same way, perimeter of a square is 4L. What is L here? L is the length of the side of a square. And what is the formula for finding perimeter of a regular pentagon? Regular pentagon means what? All the sides and angles are equal. So what is the formula? 5L. You can say L is the side of a pentagon. Okay, like the same way we studied from some area formulas also. Area of a square, area of a rectangle, area of a triangle. What is the formula for finding area of a square? A square. Area of a rectangle, length into breadth. Area of a triangle, half BH. So these all formulas are formed by using algebraic, are made by using algebraic expressions. Okay, now look at the example. What is the perimeter of a square? If the side of a square is 4 centimeter, we know that what is the formula finding perimeter of a square? Perimeter of a square is equal to 4L. Perimeter of a square is equal to 4L. That means L means what? Length of the side of this particular figure, is it? So 4 into 4, what is the answer? You can write that as 16 centimeter. I hope it's clear. So this is an algebraic expression. Algebraic expression 4L is an algebraic expression. Okay. Now there are some rules for number patterns also. Now look at the first rule, children. If a natural number is denoted by n, then its successor is n plus 1. Just take one example. Suppose a natural number 10. What is the successor of 10? 11. That means what? 10 plus 1 is equal to 11. Okay, so how you can generalize it as, if a natural number is denoted by n, then its successor will be n plus 1. Okay, now then what is the next rule? If a natural number is denoted by n, 2n is an even number and 2n plus 1 is an odd number. Just take the example 15. 15 is a natural number. What is given there in the statement? 2n is an even number. 2n means what? 2 into 15. What is the answer? 2 into 15 is 30. It's an even number. Okay, and what about the next one? 2n plus 1. 2n plus 1 means what? 2 into 30 plus 1. What is the answer? 2 into 15 plus 1. 2 into, our n is 15 here. 2 into 15 plus 1. So what answer you will get? 30 plus 1 is equal to 31, and it's an odd number. Okay, this is an odd number. Odd number. This is an odd number. So we got the rule as, if a natural number is denoted by n, n means any natural number you can take, then 2n will be an odd number, 2n is an even number, and 2n plus 1 will be an odd number. I hope it's clear. If a natural number is denoted by n, then 2n, 2 into 15, what is the answer you got? 30, that's an even number. What about 2n plus 1? We got the answer 31, that's an odd number. Okay, so how you can generalize, children? The general nth term of a number pattern or a sequence is an expression as n. The general nth term of a number pattern or a sequence is an expression in n. Okay, now look at this number pattern. Nth term of the number pattern 11, 21, 31, 41. The nth term will be of the form 10n plus 1. If you are giving value 1 to n, what will happen? If you are giving the value 1 to n, if n is equal to 1, 10 into 1 plus 1, what answer you will get? 10 plus 1, 11. If n is equal to 2, what will happen? 10 into 2 plus 1 is equal to 20 plus 1, 21. If n is equal to 3, what answer you will get? 10 into 3 plus 1 is equal to 30 plus 1 is equal to 31. So this is this number pattern 11, 21, 31, like that it will go. So what you can say, the nth term of this number pattern will be 10n plus 1. Nth term of this number pattern will be 10n plus 1. Okay. Now writing patterns in geometry. Now look at it. Algebraic expressions are used in writing patterns followed by geometrical figures also. Now look at this example, children. Number of diagonals we can draw from one vertex of a polygon of n sides. Number of diagonals means what's a line segment joining two non-adjacent vertices. So how many diagonals we can draw from one vertex of a polygon? One vertex of a polygon of n sides. N can take any value. N is a variable and can take any value. So from one vertex. Number of diagonals we can draw from one vertex of a polygon of n side is what? N minus 3. Now look at this example, children. 4. From one vertex you can draw how many diagonals? Okay. If the number of side is n here how many sides are there? N is 4 here. That means 4-sided figure. Now number of diagonals which can be drawn from one vertex of a polygon of n side is what? N minus 3. So what is the value of n minus 3? 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. So what is the meaning? Only one diagonal we can draw from one vertex. Only one diagonal you can draw from one vertex. Okay, children? So if the number of side is 4 minus 3, what is the answer? 1. So what you can say? Only one diagonal we can draw from one vertex of this particular polygon. Okay. Suppose take this pentagon. Pentagon means what? Pentagon means 5 sides are there. Now we have to find how many diagonals we can draw from one vertex of this particular polygon. What is the formula? N minus 3. That means 5 minus 3. What is the answer? 2. So what is the meaning? We can draw 2 diagonals from one vertex of this particular polygon. We can draw 2 diagonals from one vertex of this particular polygon. Suppose take this example. This is an hexagon. Hexagon means how many sides are there? 6. So how many diagonals you can draw from one vertex? 6 minus 3. What is the answer? 3. So what is the meaning? 3 diagonals we can draw from one vertex of this particular polygon. So there are some rules in number pattern, there are some patterns in geometry. Everywhere we are using algebraic expressions. Okay. Now move to the first question of exercise 12.4. What is given there in the question? Observe the pattern of digits made from line segments of equal length. You will find such segmented digits on the display of electronic watches or calculators. Some patterns are given there in the question, and if the number of digits formed is taken to be n, the number of line segments required to form n digit is given, the algebraic expression appearing on the right of each pattern. So 5n plus 1 is what? 5n plus 1 means number of line segments required to form this pattern of n digits is 5n plus 1. What is the meaning of 5n plus 1? Number of line segments required to form n digits of this kind is 5n plus 1. Like the same way, number of line segments required to form n digits of this kind is 3n plus 1. Number of line segments required to form n digits of this kind is 5n plus 2. I hope the meaning is clear. What is given there in the question? Number of digits formed is taken to be n. The number of segments required to form n digit is given. the algebraic expression appear on the right of each pattern. Okay. So what is the meaning of 5n plus 1? 5n plus 1 means number of line segments required to form n digits of this kind. N digits of this kind is 5n plus 1. Number of line segments required to form n digits of this kind is 3n plus 1. And number of line segments required to form n digits of this kind is 5n plus 2. And what we have to find out in this question, children, how many line segments are required to form 5, 10 digits of this kind? So first we will find out the answer for A question. First we will find out the answer for A question. A question. So what is the formula? We know that for n digits of this kind, 5n plus 1 is required. 5n plus 1 line segments are required. So what is the question? Number of segments required to form 5 digit. Our formula is 5n plus 1. So instead of n you put the value 5. 5 into 5 plus 1. So what is the answer? 25 plus 1 is equal to 26. So what is the meaning? There are 26 line segments required to form 5 digits of this kind. Okay. Now how many line segments are required to form 10 digits of this kind? Again the same formula. 5n plus 1 is equal to, instead of n you have to put the value 10, and what answer you will get? 50 plus 1 will be 51. So what is the meaning? 51 line segments are required to form 10 digits of this kind. 10 digits of this kind. Okay. Now number of line segments required to form 100 digit. Again 5n plus 1 is equal to 5 into 100 plus 1. So what is the answer? 500 plus 1 is equal to 501. So what is the meaning? 501 line segments are required to form 100 digits of this first pattern. Okay. I hope it's clear now. Now move to the second question. Move to the second question. Second question also, you have to find how many line segments are required to form 5 digits of this pattern. How many line segments are required to form 5 digits of this pattern? Okay. So how will we find the answer? What is the formula given here? 3n plus 1. That means question number B. Question number B, 3n plus 1. That's equal to 3 into 5 plus 1. What is the answer? 15 plus 1 is equal to 16. So what you can say, 16 line segments are required to form 5 digits of the second pattern. 5 digits of this second pattern. Now we have to find how many line segments are required to form 10 digit. Again the same formula, 3n plus 1. Instead of n, in the place of n you substitute the value 10. So what answer you will get? 30 plus 1 is equal to 31. What is the meaning? 31 line segments are required to form 10 digits of the second type question pattern. Okay. Now third one. Again in the place of n you substitute the value 100. So what answer you will get? 300 plus 1. What is the answer? 301. So what is the meaning? 301 line segments are required to form 100 digits of the second type pattern question. Okay. I hope it's clear for everyone. There are 31 line segments are required to form 10 digits of this second pattern. Okay. 10 digits of the second pattern. 301 line segments are required to form 100 digits of this second type pattern. I hope it's clear for everyone, and do the C question as homework. C question you do it as homework. Okay. C question do it as homework. C question homework. So 5n plus 1 is the number of line segments required to form n digits of this pattern. 5n plus 2 means what? Number of line segments required to form n digits of this pattern. So find out the answer for 5, 10, 100 digits of 3, of the kind 3. Do this question as homework. And move to the second question. This is the last question of this particular lesson. The same way, expression is given there, the 10th place is given there, we have to find the 100th term. Okay. Now what is the formula? 2n minus 1. That means 2 into 100 minus 1. What is the answer? 200 minus 1 is equal to, what is the answer? 200 minus 1? 199. So, what is the answer will come here? 199. Okay, children. Now, we have to find the fifth term. Fifth term. What is the formula here? 3n plus 1. Just write the expression. Just which term you have to find out. Instead of n, you put that value and find out the answer. Okay. Now, we will find this one. 3n plus 2. We have to find the fifth term. So, how will we find 3 into 5 plus 2? What is the answer? 15 plus 2 is equal to 17. So, what answer will come here? 17. Okay. Like the same way, 4n plus 1 is the nth term. So, fifth term, how will we find? Fifth term, 4n plus 1. So, that means 4 into 5 plus 1. What is the answer? 21. So, what is the answer here? 21. Like the same way, 7n plus 20 is the nth term. We have to find the fifth term. How will we find? How will we find, children? Fifth term we have to find. So, 7 into 5 plus 20. That means 35 plus 20 is equal to 65. Okay. Sorry, not 65, 55. 55. So, what is the answer here? 55. This is the nth term. Expression is the nth term. N square plus 1 is the nth term. So, how will we find the fifth term? N square plus 1 is the nth term. So, fifth term will be 5 square plus 1. That is 25 plus 1 is equal to 26. So, what is the answer? 26. Okay. I hope it's clear now. Just complete the remaining boxes also. This is the nth term. Just substitute the value and find out the answer for the remaining questions. I hope this chapter is clear for everyone. That's all for today. Thank you.